It's the age of skyscrapers, it's the age of metal and glass, and an overload on advertisements.
Computer screens are everywhere. People always work at home.
Hey baby, I have to finish this project first.
This is Leona and her virtual husband. Studying technology as her PhD, Leona believes technology can offer her everything, including feeling. She's a strong woman and really decisive in her work.
I don't need to please the man in the real world. I have my virtual husband. He always stands by my side no matter what happens.
When she's discussing her research with her virtual teacher, she makes a suggestion.
There is a unique technology innovation in Wallace's collection. Go and amaze yourself.
Leona immediately set off without hesitation.
Oh, that is the swing! That girl looks stunning, just like what I want to be when I was 5.
But this up, the panties will come alive at 6.
Leona chooses the girl on the swing and Madame de Pompadour to add into the salon.
Men rule the world.
Yeah, it's best to know how to seduce man. I'm the most fortunate woman in the world. I own the 2 men at the same time and they treat me so well.
That's not rare. I won the heart of the great King Louis XV. Even I had another man before. I ran my own salon, much greater than this one. Margaret, you also had a fabulous salon. What do you think?
No matter how many successful novels I have written, how many people going to my literary salon, I still need to have somebody accompanying me. My husband passed away just after we married for 10 years. It is so hard to stay strong as a Countess of Blessington.
Well, in my century the situation isn't like that. 2 centuries after your time, women are accepted to be professionals and have political rights. We can vote, we can be independent. I have a virtual husband supporting me, and I don't quite rely on him actually.
She looks at the hologram advertisements outside the entrance, reminiscing in the experience. Meanwhile, she sees the decently dressed old woman who gave her the gloves. Thereafter, Leona comes here quite often. It becomes her socializing place apart from her home. She loves how technology is playing a big role in the museum, but does not quite care about the collection itself. Meanwhile, every time she can notice the old woman, frowning as always, stands in front of a mysterious room people cannot get inside of. She does not talk at all. What happened to her? One day, Leona is chatting with her husband at home. With no sign, the computer system of the whole city breaks down unexpectedly. Skeleton signs float on every computer screen. It is an unknown virus spreading through the system. Leona's husband turns insane, jumping and shouting crazily. In a while, the screens become blank. The whole city appears panic and is covered with the coldness of metal and glass. To fix this disaster, the government shuts down the electricity and makes a thorough check. Leona's husband has gone. From the news, she realizes that even the system is fixed. Her husband still will not come back, as the database is destroyed. She totally collapses. She finds out she is not as independent as she thought. She relies on her digital world, on her digital husband.
I'm not as independent as I thought. I rely on digital world. I love my digital husband. Please come back.
Not willing to face the empty screens in her empty house, Leona goes to the museum. Apparently she cannot see any hologram friends. But instead, she sees the old woman.
My husband just died because of the horrible virus.
Well, my husband never appeared. The mission in my whole life is related to my heartfelt family. I'm their far relative. Lady Wallace set up a term that the collection will be unmixed with other objects. That makes it inflexible, but eternal. This artful house witnessed 5 generations. The 4th mortgage determined the main character of the Wallace collection. He once lived in Paris, which affects his fancy to those French treasures. Salons were popular in France around the age of Enlightenment. My purpose is to invent the glove device, and set up the salon is to let the young talk to the characters, learn more history, and experience the energetic discussion atmosphere at the time. Not like going through the whole collection but knowing nothing.
Terribly sorry. When I saw this wing, I just focused on the appearance. It reminded me of some stupid thinking when I was a child.
Well, everyone can have different interpretation from an object, but it is important to know the real history behind it. But all of you just focus on the novelty technology. The purpose is not correct on the outset. That makes me so disappointed.
May I ask why you are always standing in front of the mysterious closed room?
That's the armor room, which is not opened in these few years. It's always neglected when people are indulged in the beautiful paintings. In the past few decades, people normally cared the decoration of the weapons, but didn't know the meaning. I hope somebody will know how to make a balance when exploiting technology, and can let the room shimmer again. However, I can't.
Leona is digesting what the old woman is saying, which makes her temporarily forget the pain of losing her husband. Soon the electricity recovers. Everything gets back to normal. Without her husband, Leona focuses more on work and tries to figure out the balance of the use of technology. She goes to the museum, hoping to chat with the old woman again. From the staff she heard she has left, but with an envelope left to Leona. Leona opens it and finds a key and a note inside.
Hope that you can be the one to make the armory open.